Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. This is gonna be a two-part vlog. One is a challenge that I was given by another Kenyan vlogger and blogger, which I'll do in the second part. But first part is a get to know me tag. I just wanted to do something different. I didn't want to do any of my usual vlogs. I feel like I've been out of the game for a moment. There's a lot of things that have been happening, so I haven't really had time to think and process and have something fruitful and needful, if I can say that, to say. So I decided I'm going to do a get to know me tag. Because I just realised, what was that noise? I just realised that I've been vlogging for a while, but I took it seriously, I think 2 years now, like just before I moved back, so like November 2015 maybe, yeah, so it'll be like 2 years. Yeah, so I just decided I'm gonna do a get to know me tag. So I've got a couple of questions in my phone, and the first one is I picked, right, so there were so many questions you could do for get to know me tag, and I just picked the ones that I felt like I kind of wanted to answer, or I felt were relevant to where I am right now. So yeah, so anyway, let's get to started. Hey. I don't know what's wrong with me today. What is my full name? My full name is Angela Muhakiwa. That's how you say it in a Kikuyu accent, in my head anyway. But I go by the name Lush Angela, or Crazy Cool Lush, which is it's the name that I've always used for like my Instagram and everything else, and my blog and what have you. Am I named after? The second question is, are you named after anyone? Yes, I am. So in a Kikuyu culture, so Kikuyu is a tribe in Kenya. If you are a firstborn, you're usually named. If you're a female firstborn, you'll be named after your dad's mom. If you're a male firstborn, you'll be named after your dad's dad. So I am named. My middle name is my grandma, my dad's mom, and I have a sister, and so she's named after my mom's mom. What does my name mean? Well, Angela means I'm an angel, guys. We'll just leave it as that, right? No comments on that. What is my nickname? My nickname is Lush. It's just something that we came up when I was like, we were in school, and I'll just tell you a background about this. So there's an MC, the first female like major MC, she's called Miss Dynamite, and she came out with a song called Boo, and like I think like it was just the first female person that we could all relate to. And so like us girls, like in my school anyway, we just started forming squads, and then you had to have a name. So someone took Angel, and then I'm quite a joker, so someone took Joker. So like, I remember this girl called Kirsty, and she literally just took the dictionary and was flipping, and then she saw Lush, and she was like, oh, we'll just call you Lady Lush. And literally that's how I got Lush. And then when all these like Facebook and High Fives, if you remember High Five, came out, like I just, that was the name that I used in my social media. And then at some point, for those who've watched my stuff before, my previous career was a teacher, so I kind of just stuck with Lush because I didn't want my students to find me. So yeah, so my nickname is Lush. Where am I from? Right, this is so complicated. So the three questions are, where am I from, where do I live, and where was I born? I was born in Kenya, and then I lived in Kenya till about the age of 11, and then I went to UK, and then I moved back just under 20 years later, because I'm now 31, and so currently I live in Nairobi, but like yeah, I go, because I'm a girl of two homes, so I've said this before. So home also to me is England. So, and my family, that's where my family is. So yeah, so currently I I live in Kenya, and that's where I was born, but I've also I spent a lot of my best part of my life in UK. Next question. Which of your parents are you more like? If you know me, if you know my mom and my dad, I'm very much like my mom. I have maybe some aspects of my dad, but I'm very much like my mother. What is my favorite drink? Tea. Tea and coffee. But tea. Like, not, and when I say tea, I don't mean like, I mean like herbal teas, like green teas. I'm obsessed with tea. I can drink tea all day. In fact, that's literally what I do if I'm working from home. But I also really, really like coffee. I know some of you expected me to say alcohol. What is my favorite food of all time? Gosh, anything with chicken or fish, but I'm gonna be specific. I love Indian. I love Indian food because I like spicy food, but I also like Moroccan food, which is hard to find in Kenya. So it's something that I look forward to when I go to UK. However, I also like Caribbean food. Oh my god. Okay, I just love food. Right, next question. What is my favorite childhood memory? Right, on one of, I think it's my 9th or my 10th birthday. I'm born on the 27th of December, which is coming very soon, so I expect gifts from you. Anywho, like, I didn't expect, like, I'm so used to, my birthday is such an awkward time. And I remember me and my mom's family, me and my mom's family, and we all went to a place called Narumoro, which is near Mount Kenya. And I didn't really think anyone would remember my birthday, and they all surprised me with a birthday cake. I remember because it was coconut, and I don't really like coconut, but I like the sentiment of it, and that's probably my favorite childhood memory and never leaves me. Okay, what is my favorite sport? Football. I love to watch football. Like, I'm obsessed with football. My favorite team is Man United. I have a couple of people I like to rinse when their teams are not doing very well, namely Arsenal. I can see some people rolling their eyes right now. Are you a dog or a cat person? I'm a dog person. I want to own a dog. I preferably want to own a husky, grey with blue eyes. So yes, if you're selling, let me know. But anyway, I'm not in a place where I can have a pet. And I'd want to live in a house, because I feel it's a bit unfair living in a flat when you have a dog. But I don't mind cats, but I'm preferably a dog person. What is my ideal first date? To be honest, if we can have a conversation and I can get to know you and you can get to know me, I'm pretty much okay. So dinner and good conversation works for me. What is at the top of my bucket list? To travel more, to experience what the world has to offer, but most importantly, to find a way in my life experiences and in my way of living is to give the world my talents and my gift, in whatever form that may be, and to make sure that I live every day or in every possible way doing that. What is something you look for in a partner? Honesty, good communication, someone who has a good relationship with their family, has believes in God and has a relationship with God and is actively working on their relationship with God, but someone who's also very respectful, and as much as they respect me, they also respect themselves first. What is the first movie you remember seeing? With my dad, Lion King. That is the first movie I remember seeing. What is the last book I read? The Alchemist. It's been recommended to me by so many people, so I finally read it and I really loved it, actually. What is my best physical feature? My eyes. I love my eyes. I'll just leave it as I love my eyes. What is my biggest accomplishment? I think finally listening, not only listening to this voice, this Holy Spirit that kept telling me that you need to find your way back to moving to Kenya, but actually doing it. Like, I think my biggest accomplishment was buying that ticket and getting on that flight and just taking it for what it is and being here and being in the moment and enjoying the experiences that I've enjoyed so far. So yeah, my favorite quote is by Havelock Ellis, and it is I'm not going to say it properly, so I'm going to add it. It's the fine mingling of living lies in the art of learning when to hold on and learning when to let go. But I'm going to put the quote properly, but that's my favorite quote, and that's my motto in life. And that's literally what helps me in certain situations. My first job, my first job was hilarious, right? I was a supervisor at a shoe shop called Barrett's, and I don't know what's wrong with them, because in my application form, I put my age. So they've all trained me and stuff, and then they realise I'm 16, I'm too young to be a supervisor, but they already trained me. So my first job was a supervisor at a shoe shop in over the weekends. After that, I've never worked in a shoe shop again. Dealing with feet all day, every day? Nah, bro. Not for me. What is my biggest fear? I think dying, not having done everything I felt that could be accomplished while I'm still alive. I think that's my biggest fear. So I try my best to do what I can and what is within my power. When did you suffer your first heartbreak? Oh, my mom's gonna kill me. So I was 11. Before I moved from Kenya. I remember being in the car and I told my mom, oh, this boy has asked me out. And she was like, no, you're too young to have a boyfriend. Obviously, I did the opposite. And I remember him dumping me via letter. And it was really heartbreaking. I was like, I can't believe this guy. Like, he actually wrote me a letter and gave it to his friend to give it to me. I was so heartbroken, and I vowed never to be dumped again. And the best part, I think after him, I've probably been dumped once. But I'm always out. Like, if relationship is not working, I'm always the one calling it quits. Who has left the most impact in your life? My parents. Taking that courage to live what they've always known as home and move into another country, a virgin island in a sense, where they knew hardly anyone. There were some family members, but literally they were going to start afresh. To me, it was my inspiration for doing the same and moving back to Kenya. And then my uncle, there's an uncle of mine who's living his dream. He always said that he's gonna have a casino. He's gonna have his own casino, and he's gone on to build a hotel which has over 80 rooms, I think, and has a casino and has restaurant and coffee. It's in Thika. It's called the Coconut Grill. But like, I just admired his tenacity to follow through with what he always believed he would have. Who is my role model? Literally the same people who have created the most impact in my life. And I really tend to use my uncle as my anchor because he started everything from scratch. And so yeah, if he can do it, and then I can too. I'm no different from him. We both are human. So I think, like, I've seen him become more than even I think he anticipated for himself. Makes me know that if I have the same tenacious spirit and just determined to achieve what I need to achieve, then I too can have an equal level of success, if not more. Who was my first boyfriend? I'm not going to name him, but that one that dumped me via the letter. Who was my first celebrity crush? I really love this question. I was obsessed with Leonardo DiCaprio. I literally watched all his films. My room was full of his posters, including the ceiling, so that when I wake up, he's the first person I saw. Oh gosh, oh Lord. I think I'm gonna end it with this. Describe yourself in a single sentence. Crazy Cool Lush. Follow me on Instagram. That's literally who I am. I'm a person who likes to do things that no one else would ever do. I'm often calm in the in the instances that you wouldn't be calm. I'm usually calm, and I'm lush. I like to look good. That's it, really. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. I hope you've gotten to know me a little bit better. If you do have questions that you want to know and that I didn't tackle, then ask me. But yeah, take care.